Also coming to you live on Ask Movie TV. Like you always do, keep up with the conversation and be able to put up your comments and your thoughts as we get to go along and engage us in a conversation. Now, the whole issue has been about the youth in Zambia. Like the Bemba say, imiti kula empanga. But there's been a little bit of change for that proverb. Now they say imiti empange. The youths of today, this is the forest, and they need to take up. They need to be ready. They need to, just breast themselves for leadership and, of course, for key decision, positions. Right. This morning, to get to look at the youth skills and as well just how they can exploit the opportunities that are available. I'm joined by Mr. Tembo James Harrison, who's the director at the Management Learning Center. Mr. Tembo, good to have you. Good morning.
Good morning, Keith. And good morning, viewers out there.
Great. How's the morning?
So far, so good. Today, at least, it's a little warmer.
Warmer, yes.
Yeah.
It's been pretty cold of late.
We are away from the cold season little by little.
Exactly, but I enjoy this weather anyway.
Certainly.
All right, great. So, Mr. Tembo, like I said earlier on, Zambia has about 60% population of the youths. Yeah. And this is a time that the youth now feel they need to get ready and take up the leadership positions and everything and just be in charge. Yeah. Let's look at how they can acquire the necessary skills and if they attain those skills, how are they going to be able to, make those skills effective? First and foremost, yeah. Do the youths have the skills required for them to take up the, what they think they deserve?
An average youth, Keith, from what I understand and the little research that we have done, has the basics of what they need. For instance, most of them have attained a grade 12 certificate, but they need now to advance to tertiary education where they can be trained in different aspects. It could be business studies, it can be crafts, it can be anything that will help them sharpen their skill. Mm-hmm. So yes, they have the basic skills, but they need to go a little further for them to get tertiary education.
All right, beautiful. Now going on a little bit further, we have the basics, we understand, but for some things to be done or for some works to be carried out, you need at least extra skills.
Yeah.
How are you helping out the youths in attaining or acquiring the necessary skills?
I will speak for myself and I'll speak for Management Learning Center.
Yes.
We have a number of programs that we are offering, that we are availing to the young people out there. Our focus for now has been marketing and business studies, but we have programs in computing. We have programs in marketing that are offered by Zambia Institute of Marketing.
Right.
Yeah, those are the programs that we are offering for now. But then we also have other institutions that we are working hand in hand with. Like in Chipata, there's a training institution that we're working hand in hand with, where we're offering basic skills in caregiving and basic education. The idea is, at the end of the day, if you cannot get a skill, for instance, in marketing, if you cannot get a skill in, say, computing, you should be able to get a basic skill, maybe in caregiving. Like you become like a maid, or you become a helper, if you like. And then somebody can hire you, and then you're able to make ends out of that.
All right.
Yeah.
I know you are laboring and doing the very best in trying to impart the necessary skills in the youth currently. But let's look at what is called, an atmosphere which is somewhat saturated. I think I would use that word.
Yeah.
There's a number of people. Just today in my, preamble, I did get to look at the 30,000 plus teachers that are being recruited.
Yeah.
There's more that are remaining.
That is true.
The whole place is saturated. So I'm yet to look for a paper. What I have is just a must for the Daily Mail. It's not yet out.
Yeah.
It's not yet out. So we're looking at the saturation. As you are imparting the skills, are you also providing the opportunities, or are the opportunities out there?
Keith, opportunity is there.
Right.
The only thing that sometimes we don't do as young people, I'm speaking on behalf of young people, is that we do not want to position ourselves to be able to exploit that opportunity. I'll give you an example. I completed my studies in marketing from CBU in 1993.
Wow.
Just when I completed, I positioned myself properly. And there was an opening in the private sector. The Limbadas, they're still there. They were very, 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 very crafty. They were very aggressive in the sale of domestic products.
Right.
I was one of the few guys from CBU, from my class, to start working.
Right.
How did I manage to do that? One, I positioned myself where opportunity was. And the moment it opened up, I got it. So sometimes the young people do not position themselves where an opportunity exists.
I think how can, I know, because, you know, there's been debates. I have a conversation with you, a very, very cordial one and a very honest one.
Yeah.
Sometimes they say the young people are ready, but opportunities, like we speak now, are probably coming to some maybe connected people or privileged people. How can a mere person like you, like that's saying, a youth who's attained necessary skills, be able to really get up these opportunities and exploit them?
Let's talk about what is obtaining right now. Okay, you know that the Central Statistics Office is hiring enumerators and supervisors. I ask you, Keith, and I ask the young people out there, how many have taken an advantage of this opportunity? A good number of them that I've spoken to are telling me that it is complicated. They are telling me that they get tired of attempting. Personally, I tried, okay?
Yes.
I tried and applied as a supervisor. I tried. It is not complicated. The cost is only 5 kwacha 8 ngwe. That's the cost.
Correct.
And if you look at how much data the young people create for social, to be just on Facebook, for instance, most of them will create maybe data worth 20 kwacha. And now we are talking of 5 kwacha 8 ngwe. To be able to exploit an opportunity, to be able to make a little bit of money. And then you are saying it's complicated. Why is it complicated? I'll give an example. If you want to exploit an opportunity, I'm saying find an opportune time. Okay?
Right.
So if, for instance, you want to apply during the course of the day, it's congested. Everybody's doing it. Try to do it at 01 when everybody's sleeping. One time you apply. One time you get notification that you have successfully submitted your application and that it's done. So it's about being able to strategize, being able to position yourself in such a manner that an opportunity knocks on your door, you grab it.
All right, beautiful. With the much publicized youth, advising or advocating for the youth to be active and for the youth to take up these same opportunities that you are saying, how else can maybe people, especially, I don't know if you're speaking from the rural setup, because we can also try to classify these things from place to other places. How well do you think people that are coming from different places, they will be able to also find the field and get in on that field and fight for those opportunities?
I was coming to that. It's good that you've brought it up, Keith.
Right.
I feel bad for a rural youth. Personally, I grew up from the rural settings. I was brought up in town. My father died, then we went to the village. I became a villager. Technically speaking, I'm a villager, and I know what obtains out there in the village. Access to information is one of them. It's not there.
Yeah.
Then the infrastructure also is another issue. They have no good connectivity to internet, no good connectivity to cellular communication, and all those things.
Yes.
So it becomes difficult. So in terms of whether the town dwelling youths and those that are dwelling in the rural areas have equal access, I definitely say not at all. Our colleagues, the young people in the outskirts, are much more disadvantaged.
All right, let's get to look at, I know you're dealing with, the conversation about the young people, but looking at our administrators, I know even one of the members of parliament is getting to listen to these questions in dealing with the issues of the young people. Has the government provided the policies and the atmosphere that is really favoring them?
Those are interesting issues. Policy issues, yes, may be there, but maybe we are talking about the commitments.
Yes.
Okay? Maybe the commitments are not there. Personally, I feel documents we have, plenty of documents that we have talking about all these issues, but are we doing enough to ensure that that which is on piece of paper is realized? Those are the questions that every Zambian is asking.
What could be your challenge on how, looking at you on this other side, and you're looking at our administrators and our legislators, What could be your challenge to them in order to just bridge up the policies, the implementation, the actualization, and also making sure that the youth be able to come in? What could be your challenge?
My way to all those that have the power, those that have we call the powers that be, is simple. Let's practice what we preach. If we put in place policies, let's be seen to be doing enough to ensure that those policies are beginning to produce results. If, say, we are talking about a good example, you talked about the hiring of young people, okay? That is a good move.
Right.
We want young people to be offered employment, but can we do it? Can we see young people hired so that we begin to worry about the others that are not employed?
Right.
If we're talking about providing free education to the young people like it was in the past, let's see it implemented like it's been implemented now. So my challenge is, let's practice what we preach. Let's live and swallow our weight.
All right.
Yeah.
The challenge has been posed unto the powers that be.
Yeah.
But now getting to the youths, what is your challenge? I know there are some youths that may try even maybe just to give up to say, hey, it's crowded. Maybe I can just not, you know, find my way in the maze. But what is your challenge again yet to that maybe youth that may be feeling at the point of failing or giving up, or somebody who's still trying? What is it that you're also telling them?
My word to the young people out there, young person, if you're watching this program, if you're following this program on Facebook or wherever, it is never easy. Ask anyone who is doing it or anyone who has done it in life, they'll tell you it cannot be done in just one attempt.
Right.
You've got to keep on trying and trying until you get it at last. I love Jimmy Cliff. He says you have to keep trying, you know. You try and try until you get it right at last.
And finally,
it cannot be accomplished in one.
Finally, Mr. Tembo, the projection to everything, there should be always a time frame. Yeah. We cannot just be telling the youth, prepare yourselves and let's get ready. When do you think we'll be able to start seeing the fruits and be able to see the youth now taking up these opportunities and, you know, just making sure that they fulfill these opportunities?
There's no better time, Keith, than now. For me, the best time for the youths to begin to be productive is now. There's no better time than now. We cannot continue looking at the youths as future leaders.
Right.
No, the future is here. The future is today. So let's empower them. Let's give them what they want, so that they're able to be able to put to practice what they have acquired for those that have a skill. Yeah.
So for people that may be interested in trying to get some skills at Management Learning Center, how can they access you, and what other offers do you also have so that they can just be able to?
So Management Learning Center are based in Chilenje,
right,
on Chilimburu Road. Those that are conversant with Chilimburu Road and Chilenje, you know there's a place called CM Complex. These guys give out loans. Most people know them.
Right.
On the top floor, that's where we are based.
All right.
So besides the training, we also do consultancy, and we are also in general supplies. We supply food and foodstuffs. We supply office equipment and several other things. We're also into construction. So basically, we do a lot of stuff.
All right, great.
Yeah.
Mr. Tembo, thank you so much, for coming through the breakfast show this morning.
I'm humbled. Thank you so much, and good morning once again, viewers.
All right, great. So we have been speaking with Mr. Tembo, James Harrison, the director of the Management Learning Center. And the issue or the conversation with the youths will keep on, not until, like people say, the youths, some of the youths are still sleeping. Wake up if you're a youth. We'll now take a very, very short break. On the other side, we get to continue with the breakfast show.